Hi, everyone, and welcome to East Brunswick High School. Getting set for this evening's matchup between 2-2 Peddie and the 4-1 East Brunswick Lady Bears. It'll be an interesting matchup because Peddie only comes with 2 seniors. East Brunswick only comes with 2 seniors. So really, you could have what amounts to a JV battle on the floor tonight. Now, Peddie hasn't played a game in more than 2 weeks. They come in with a 2-2 record, as I mentioned before. East Brunswick is fresh off its dismantling of Bishop Bar on Saturday, and the Bears are ready and willing to go. Now, one of the things we'll watch tonight, obviously, is Jesse Olszewski for East Brunswick. Their sophomore is averaging about 14 points a game, but this is a very balanced attack, and much the same from Peddie as well. So a lot of young players. It's 2-2 Peddie against 4-1 East Brunswick. The tip-off in just a moment. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for visiting Peddie, they will start Lauren Cucatilo, Jr., averaging about 12 points a game at 1 guard. Megan Procaccini will be another guard. She wears number 25. In the front court, Lauren Boucher, a sophomore, wears number 22. It'll be Stacy Brown at another forward, a junior wearing number 31, and Monique Sterling, a sophomore, averaging 12 points a game, will be the third forward. Jumping it up will be Lauren Boucher, the sophomore. East Brunswick puts on the floor Jesse Olszewski at guard, Stephanie Little at guard, Megan O'Neill at forward. The point guard will be Susan Firestone and Celine Hagan at the other forward. This is Peddie with the ball. In the visiting, dark blue jerseys, gold numerals. Here's a drive and a nice follow that time by Lauren Cucatilo, but it won't go. East Brunswick on the break. Little knocked to the floor by Boucher. Ball goes out of bounds. Got a whistle and a foul on Lauren Boucher. That is her first, also the team's first. Here's Little, thinks about the shot, feeds instead to Firestone. Back to Little. Tried to dump it inside, deflected by Boucher. Out of bounds, and Firestone will do it again. Firestone, a junior, getting about 7 a game. There's a miss by O'Neill, but the rebound is tracked down by Celine Hagan. And now stolen away. This is Cucatilo on the drive. Left hand won't go, but a whistle and a foul will go against Stephanie Little. For Little, it'll be her first personal, also team foul number 1 on East Brunswick. Lauren Cucatilo, a junior for Peddie, at the free throw line. Shooting 2, no score. Just 42 seconds gone by, first quarter. First is good by Cucatilo. Second also good. It's a good-looking stroke. Peddie opens it up with a 2-0 lead. Little on the left wing for Hagan. Around the corner they go, down low to Olszewski, throws it up, won't go, but a whistle and a foul. She'll shoot 2. I believe they got Lauren Boucher. If so, that's 2 quick. That's her second. It will go on Lauren Boucher, and quickly within the first minute, she is saddled with 2 fouls, and she'll come out of the game. Boucher to the bench in favor of number 24. That's Dupe Cadre. Cadre, one of only 2 seniors for Peddie. And head coach Sean Casey, now in his 5th season. At the free throw line, Olszewski, 88% free throw shooter. One more coming up. Second is also good. 2 for 2 at the line. We're tied at 2. 7:04 to go, first quarter. Feet ahead for Cadre. We'll back it off now for Cucatilo. Cucatilo handling against Olszewski. Left elbow and a steal. That's a nice read by Hagan. In a 2-on-2 break, feeds to a cutting Olszewski. Open Little, 16-footer, won't go. Rattled around and came out. At the point is Megan Procaccini, number 25, working on Olszewski. A hard pick from Monique Sterling, and they're going to call a charge. Little holding. Here's Olszewski. To a cutting Little. Nice bounce pass for Hagen. Put it up and in. Hagen got great position that time on Stacy Brown. It's actually the first field goal of the game for Hagen. And for both teams. East Brunswick 4-2. 6 minutes to play, first quarter. There's a turnover by Peddie. Dupe Kadri couldn't get the handle on it. EB gets it back. East Brunswick with the mark of 4-1 coming in today. Fresh off the whipping of Bishop Bar. That's a game that's developed into a nice rivalry as of late. Here's Little for the three. Good touch, it won't fall. Rebound Olszewski, put it up, it's good. Olszewski with 4. East Brunswick leads by 4, 6-2 with 5.5 to go, first quarter. There's a steal. Off the tip from Hagen, Little gets it, ball on the floor. Hagen to a cutting O'Neill, put it up off the glass and in. Making Peddie pay for the turnover. Quickly, it's 8-2. The game's getting out of hand. Another turnover by Peddie. Here's O'Neill. Down low for Hagen. Blew the layup. Gets her own rebound. Good hustle. Couldn't get the handle on it, and it's a turnover. The 22nd timeout called by Peddie head coach Sean Casey. We'll see what he has to say. Players must remain on the court because it's only a 20-second timeout. Jessie Olszewski leads the way so far. She has 4 points for East Brunswick. Megan O'Neill's got a pair, and Celine Hagen has a pair. Lauren Kukatailo's hit a pair of free throws for Peddie, and that's all the offense that Peddie has managed so far. Sean Casey said coming into this game, very concerned about rebounding and about the defense his team was going to be forced to play tonight. Anxiously pacing the sidelines since the game began. He actually holds a towel. We'll see what he does with it. You know, eventually we'll whip it around or bite it or lay it over his head or something. Here's Olszewski for the open jumper. It's good. Olszewski with 6. Ball gets away out of bounds. It's 10-2. 10 unanswered points after Peddie hit 2 free throws to start the game. 5:04 to play, quarter number 1. Trouble in the backcourt for Stacy Brown. She manages to work it up the floor. Lauren Kukatailo at the point, picked up by Little. Kukatailo, baseline on O'Neill, in trouble. Kicks it inside for the shot by Procaccini. It won't go. And on the break, the ball gets away. Peddie will try again. Trying to stop 10 straight points scored by East Brunswick. It's Kukatailo. Dribbling, got left alone. Jumper good. Kukatailo with Peddie's first field goal. She has all 4 of their points. There's a wing jumper that time. It is now 12-4. Stephanie Little checks out of the game for East Brunswick. Replacing her is Stacy Kohler, junior, getting about 9 points and 8 rebounds a game. And a held ball. Possession arrow belongs to Peddie. 4:05 to go, first quarter. EB leads Peddie 12-4. Here's Kukatailo at the point after the handoff from Procaccini. Susan Firestone picks her up top. In the lane, the turnaround jumper off the glass is good for Dupe Kadri. She's on the board for the first time, and it's 12-6. Peddie's cut the lead in half. Here's Hagen. Down low and a nice feed that time for Stacy Kohler. Couldn't get it to go. A whistle and a foul will go on Peddie's Megan Procaccini. So Procaccini, her first personal, second team foul on Peddie. The substitution now for Peddie. You're going to get a look at Nikki Semenitz, junior, who comes in for Stacy Brown. At the free throw line, Celine Hagen, 50% free throw shooter so far early on the season. First is good. Lead is now 7 for East Brunswick, 13-6. Second free throw, also good by Hagen. Procaccini, trouble getting it in. Ball loose on the floor, turnover. O'Neill has it. Firestone thinks about the shot, instead dribbles by. Tries to feed inside, a rebound. Comes back to Stacy Kohler, who puts it in. Kohler's got a pair. 16-6, the lead is 10. Here's a 3-on-1 break. Monique Sterling finishes it. Reggie Carney's not happy about that. The head coach at East Brunswick, now in his 8th season. 16-8. Here's O'Neill for Firestone. Puts it on the floor. Kicks it back out. O'Neill, one dribble, pop shot, no good. Ball out of bounds, and it belongs to Peddie. 3 minutes to play, first quarter, 16-8, East Brunswick. A couple of substitutions. Get our first look this evening at Kelly Suchowicki, junior. As Celine Hagan and Susan Firestone go to the bench, Stephanie Little returns to the lineup. This is Procaccini, gets it up to Cucatilo. Cucatilo and Procaccini both hit the floor. Heard the screech of bare skin on that hardwood floor. We've got a hold. Foul called on East Brunswick. Will go against Stacy Kohler. And it's her first and the team's second. Here's Sterling, got loose again, missed a shot. Partially blocked by Olszewski, ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Dupe Kadri. Here's Procaccini. Throws it up, won't go. Battled for in the paint. O'Neill grabs it. O'Neill on the break. Long feed ahead for Olszewski. Grabs it at the baseline. A little underhanded feed is slapped away. Reggie Carney saying, hey, Jesse, no need for that. Let's make the good basic pass. Make it count. Here's O'Neill in the corner. Cross-court pass slapped away by Lauren Cucatilo. It goes out of bounds. EB maintains control. 16-8 with 2:19 to play. Suchowicki up top for O'Neill. Back to Suchowicki. Shot, no good. Side rim. Ball loose. Grabbed on the floor by Stacy Kohler. She is tied up by Dupe Kadri. Possession, however, belongs to East Brunswick. Megan O'Neill will trigger the inbound. O'Neill, the junior, getting about 14 points a game and 10 rebounds. Good all-around player. This is Suchowicki. Now for O'Neill, lost the handle on it. Saved it and bounced a little. Nice play. Now all the way cross-court for Suchowicki. One dribble up off the glass, no. Again, crashing to the floor is Stacy Kohler. Good hustle on the rebound attempt. And Peddie gets the ball back. 1:50 to play in the opening quarter. More pressure in the backcourt. Cutting Nikki Semenitz. Semenitz in a 3-on-1. Semenitz, wow, tucked it away, then threw it up off the glass and in. Semenitz with her first two. And the lead is 6, 16-10. East Brunswick, here's Little. Right wing, no good. Peddie on the break, they want to run it. Another 3-on-1. Monique Sterling, shot won't go. Megan O'Neill the rebound with 1:25 to go in the first quarter. Back the other way, Olszewski. Here's Kohler. Back iron on the jumper, no good. Loose ball is gathered by Kadri. Peddie looks to reset. Boy, kind of helter-skelter in the opening period. Procaccini's pass kicked out of bounds. Last touch by East Brunswick. Peddie gets it back. Celine Hagan returns to the lineup for East Brunswick, number 51, along with Sue Firestone. Megan O'Neill and Stacy Kohler come to the bench. In for Semenitz. Running the point, picked up by Suchowicki. Semenitz now on the left wing. Last touch by Peddie. East Brunswick gets it back, leading by 6 with just under a minute to play in the opening quarter. .42 is Sue Firestone running the point. Firestone, a junior, 7 points. 7 points a game, but yet to score so far this evening. Firestone for Olszewski. Firestone playing catch on the perimeter. And Olszewski 3, good. She doesn't miss too often. First 3 of the game for either team. Olszewski with 9, 30 seconds to play. 19-10, East Brunswick over Peddie. Kukatailo with a nice feed that time to Monique Sterling, who has 4. The lead is 7 for EB. Here's Little. In trouble on the far sideline, but gets it out. Suchowicki on the drive, and a reach-in foul. A block, actually, will be called on Dupe Kadri. That's her first, team's 4th. 13 seconds to play, first quarter. Firestone will trigger the inbound. Suchowicki, the pick from Hagen. Hagen gets the ball. 10 seconds to go. Here's a 3 by Firestone, won't go, and a rebound, and a whistle and a foul. They're going to call Olszewski for over the back. And for Jessie, it's her first personal. Team foul number 3 on the Lady Bears. 6 seconds to go. 19-12. The lead is 7 for East Brunswick. Procaccini will trigger the inbound. There's a baseball pass ahead for Kukatailo. Will she catch up with it? Yes. But when she saved it in bounds, Jessie Olszewski put it back in her face. Peddie maintains control. Only 1 second off the clock, so we still have 5 ticks to go, opening quarter. See what Peddie runs. Getting in for Kadri. Now for Seminitz with 2 seconds. Here's a jumper in the corner, no good. The effort by Kukatailo falls short. 1 quarter in the books. East Brunswick leads it by the score of 19-12. Let's get a listen to what Reggie Carney has to say to the troops between quarters.
By now, we're in a man-to-man press, okay? If they're in a zone, listen, we've got to get something going. Right now, again, we're not executing anything. We're just out there playing hard, but we're not being efficient right now, okay? You got to force your will on them. Man-to-man press. This way, we don't have to worry about where we're messing up the rotations on black. Get on your girl and hound the heck out of somebody. If you get a chance to trap and rotate, fine. Down this end, that last sequence there with 2 minutes to go, right, they're kicking a tar out of us for every rebound. And they're just ripping the ball out of our hands. They're diving on the floor. We're trying to reach for the ball. Let's get another good run and get after it. Come on. Come on. Hustle. 1, 2, 3, hustle.
All right, so despite the fact his team was leading by 7 at the end of the first quarter, Reggie Carney not overly enthusiastic about his team's performance in the first 8 minutes. Wants to step up the effort on the man-to-man defense. Also accused his team of doing a poor job rebounding. So they got out-hustled in terms of diving for the ball on the floor. We'll see if that changes in quarter number 2. EB leads at 19-12. Opening seconds of quarter number 2 here at East Brunswick High School. Gordy Deal with you this evening. Thanks for joining us. This is Megan Procaccini with the basketball at the point for Peddie. Right wing feed for Dupe Kadri. Up top for Monique Sterling. This is Nikki Seminitz. Seminitz with a bounce pass for Procaccini. Shot up, no, but a whistle and a foul. Sue Firestone will pick up the foul for East Brunswick, her first. That is team foul number 4 on EB. At the free throw line to shoot 2 is Megan Procaccini, just a sophomore. One of many underclassmen on this Peddie team, only 2 seniors. Procaccini's first, no good. Peddie at the free throw line, 2 for 3 on the game so far. Make it 3 out of 4. Procaccini hits 1 for 2. 7.5 to go. First half, 19-13. East Brunswick by 6. Here's O'Neill, puts it on the floor. Thinks baseline, goes to Little. Free throw line for the Hagen turnaround. Rolls around, comes out. O'Neill in a battle with Procaccini. Held ball, possession arrow belongs to East Brunswick. Sue Firestone calls the play. In for O'Neill, right corner, dump it into Firestone. Back out for a little 3. No good. And a baseline foul will go against Peddie. Dupe Kadri will pick up the foul. That is her second. That is team foul number 5 on Peddie. Firestone with a quick inbound for O'Neill. On the far side, bounce pass in for Hagen. Their jumper's good. Hagen with 8. 7:05 to go, second quarter. East Brunswick back up by 8, 21-13. A little off balance 18-footer by Seminitz, no good. Rebound O'Neill. A long 2 by Stephanie Little. She's on the board for the first time tonight. 23-13, the lead has reached double figures. Here's Seminitz, the feed inside, and it's stolen. Good poke away by Hagen. East Brunswick on the break. Here's Olszewski for a Firestone 3, no. Loose ball picked up by Kadri. She gets tied up by Olszewski and Hagen. That's what Reggie Carney was talking about during the break. Wanted his team to get after the ball a little more aggressively, and they did that time. Possession arrow belongs to Peddie. Here's Kukatailo over the midcourt line. Bounce pass left corner, and it got away from Nikki Seminitz. Turnover Peddie. East Brunswick gets it back, leading by 10, 23-13 with 6:11 to go in the opening half. Wonder what kind of an impact the 2-week layoff has had on Peddie. The legs may be a little heavy in the early going and may get heavier as the depth of this East Brunswick team takes over. Boy, all kinds of offensive rebounds, but Hagen and O'Neill can't get it to go. Now we've got a whistle and a foul on the rebound. Monique Sterling picks up the foul. For Sterling, her first, team foul number 6 on Peddie. Inbound feed for O'Neill. She beat 2 players and got it to go. And Peddie head coach Sean Casey not happy. And another steal, this time by Hagen. There's a 3 by Little, won't go. Rebound, Hagen put it up and in. Hagen with 10. Game is getting out of hand quickly, and a timeout called by Peddie. 27-13 your score. EB in control with 5:38 to play second quarter. And the team is doing what Reggie Carney wanted it to do. He said at the break between quarters he wanted to step up the man-to-man defense. And his team was, quote, getting the tar kicked out of them in terms of rebounding and getting out-hustled because Peddie was diving on the floor and getting after loose balls more aggressively than his club was. Well, that has changed in the opening 2 minutes and 22 seconds of the second quarter, where East Brunswick is on an 8-1 run to start. And Sean Casey, the Peddie coach, now at his 5th season, is raising Cain with his team in the huddle. He is not happy. He's gone to the board now to draw some X's and O's. But Casey a moment ago, you can see the jugular vein popping in his neck. He was not a happy man. And still with an unhappy scowl. We'll see if the message is received. 5:38 to go, second quarter. East Brunswick 27, Peddie 13. Peddie comes in at 2-2. I asked Sean Casey what the keys to victory were in the 2 games his club had won. He said playing weaker opponents. That might give you an idea that his team has not yet quite developed an identity. So it's a little too early in the season for that. And they've had the big 2-week layoff. They haven't played a game actually since December 20th. So well before the Christmas break. There's Kukatailo, feed in for Sterling. Shot won't go. Good box out that time. And a whistle and a foul is actually going to call on Jesse Olszewski. Reggie Carney can't figure out why. Olszewski picks up her second personal. Here's Dupe Kadri spinning and twisting, trying to get away from the pressure. Hagen the rebound, held ball called. Possession arrow belongs to East Brunswick. More of what Reggie Carney wanted from his team here in the second quarter. His team's being more aggressive on the loose balls. 5:10 to go here in the first half. A little mental mistake that time by Sue Firestone. Don't see that often from Reggie Carney clubs. But turnover nonetheless, and Peddie will get it back, trying to cut into a 14-point deficit. This is Procaccini, and running the point is Kukatailo. Picked up by Little. Behind the back dribble, in the paint, jumper. Won't go. Rebound by Sterling, won't go. And Olszewski clears the boards. On the break, Firestone. Back it off for an O'Neal. 3, no good. Rebound Little. Off the glass, rolls around and out. Hagan is there again. Shot blocked. O'Neal had it for a second. O'Neal blocked, but a whistle and a foul. Good work on the offensive glass. The foul will go against Lauren Kukatilo. That's her first, team foul number 7. Jesse Olszewski checks out of the game for East Brunswick. In for her is Stacy Kohler. A couple of substitutions for Peddie as well. Re-entering the game is Stacy Brown, the junior, wearing number 31, closest to O'Neal at the free throw line. O'Neal's first is good. Megan O'Neal with 5 points, her first trip to the free throw line tonight. A 75% free throw shooter. East Brunswick as a team 5 for 5 at the line so far tonight. Second one by O'Neal rattles in and out. I jinxed her. Rebound comes down to Kukatilo. Long feet ahead for Procaccini. Put it on the floor, lost it, got it. Brown had it. Brown regains it. Brown with a drive, a little off balance. Shot clears the rim. Loose ball again, tracked down by Peddie. Here's Kukatilo left wing. And they'll try and reset. 28-13, East Brunswick leads it by 15 with 4:15 to play here in the second quarter. Kukatilo for Procaccini. She's wearing number 25. Little lob pass down low. And Kukatilo converts. She has 6. The lead is 13 for East Brunswick. Firestone at the point, taps her head to call the play. Here's O'Neal on the left wing. Should mention that also having re-entered the game for Peddie is number 22, Lauren Boucher, the sophomore, who left earlier with 2 fouls. And a nice drive that time by Sue Firestone, her first 2 points of the evening. 30-15. 3.5 to play. Here's Stacy Brown. Brown in a 3-on-2. Feed for Kadri. Tried to dump it off to Boucher, who lost it out of bounds. Turnover Peddie. Back in the game for East Brunswick, Kelly Suchewicki, who's in for Stephanie Little. Celine Hagan also comes out. We get our first look at Victoria Fisher, junior. Victoria Fisher, one of a handful of volleyball players on this East Brunswick team, along with Megan O'Neal and Stacy Kohler, Celine Hagan, Laureen Hendricks as well. There's a bucket by Firestone. They credit her with a 2. It was a long 2. Firestone now with 4. 32-15. The lead is 17. Stacy Brown calling out commands for Peddie. Under pressure, she threw it away. Firestone with the basketball for EB. Here's O'Neal. Can't leave her open. Pull-up jumper. Won't go. There's a turnaround hook by Victoria Fisher. Shot won't fall. Peddie on the break. Here's Brown with the left-handed shot. It goes. Stacy Brown with 2. Peddie to within 15. Here's Suchewicki looking for help. Backs it off for a Firestone 3. No good. And a whistle and a foul. I believe they're going to get Firestone for reaching in. For Firestone, her second personal foul. That is team foul number 6 on the Lady Bears. Firestone and Olszewski, pair of guards, each with 2 fouls here in the first half. 2.5 to go in quarter number 2. And now another turnover by Peddie. Pass was a little bit too tall for Lauren Boucher. Stephanie Little returns to the lineup. Has 2 fouls, sends Sue Firestone to the bench. Here's a bucket by Kelly Suchewicki. The junior averages about 6 points a game. That's her first 2. More heavy pressure. Here's Brown with the basketball. Feed for a cutting Kukatilo. Little scoop pass, last touch by Peddie. Another Peddie turnover. And East Brunswick gets it back, leading 34-17 with 2:05 to play here in the second quarter. Peddie with 17 fouls, East Brunswick with 6. Monique Sterling getting set to check back in for Peddie. O'Neal at the point. Feet at the elbow for Kohler. Here's a jumper by Suchewicki around and out. Kukatilo with the rebound. East Brunswick still in the aggressive man-to-man. 25 is Megan Procaccini. Out for a Brown jumper, won't go. Rebound by Boucher, who had it for a minute, lost it out of bounds. EB gets it back. Gonna get our first look at Morgan Baylog, who enters the game for East Brunswick. Another underclassman, a junior for East Brunswick, replacing Celine Hagan, Stephanie Little. Final minute 20 of the opening half. Defensive play by Lauren Boucher. On the floor for East Brunswick, Victoria Fisher, Megan O'Neill, Morgan Baylog, Kelly Suchowicki, and Stacy Kohler. Drive by Baylog unsuccessful. Peddie the rebound. Minute 5 to go. Opening half. Driving Kukatailo, lost it, got it back. Here's Nikki Semenitz with a wild left-handed hook shot, won't go. Ball knocked out of bounds by Peddie. EB gets it back, just under a minute to go, first half. East Brunswick has doubled up Peddie here, 34-17. What could be playing a role, in addition to Peddie's relative inexperience, the fact that they haven't played in more than 2 weeks. Megan O'Neill's jumper rolls around and out. 45 seconds to go first half. Loose ball tracked down by Suchowicki, whose shot won't fall. Boucher the rebound. This is Kukatailo. Pass inside, stolen. O'Neill on the break in a 1-on-2. Kohler's catching up, but Megan goes it alone. Shot won't fall, and a whistle and a foul. I think they're going to get Stacy Kohler with an over the back. It will be on Stacy Kohler. That is her second personal foul. Team foul number 7 for East Brunswick. So Stacy Kohler, Jessie Olszewski, and Susan Firestone all with 2 personal fouls here in the first half. At the free throw line for the 1-and-1 is Megan Procaccini, who is 1 for 2 so far at the line tonight. First free throw, back iron, no good. Loose ball tracked down by the Lady Bears with 20 seconds to play in the first half. 34-17 the score. Megan O'Neill. Left wing now for Baylog. In the corner for Fisher. 10 seconds to play, first half. Suchowicki. Here's O'Neill. O'Neill steps through the double team, up off the glass. No, at the buzzer, Kohler won't fall. 2 quarters in the books with the score at halftime. East Brunswick 34, Peddie 17. Stay tuned for the second half. Getting set for quarter number 3. Starting for East Brunswick in the second half, Jessie Olszewski and Stephanie Little, along with Sue Firestone, Celine Hagan, and Megan O'Neill. On the floor for Peddie will be Lauren Boucher, along with Lauren Kukatailo, Monique Sterling, Stacy Brown, and the 5th player for Peddie is Megan Procaccini. This is Kukatailo as Peddie operates from right to left, visiting navy blue shirts, navy blue shorts, gold numerals and white trim. This is Procaccini. On the wing for Kukatailo, driving. Feed to Sterling. Baseline short jumper, no good. O'Neill the rebound. East Brunswick on the break. Little in a 1-on-1 as it poked away, but a reach in and a foul will go against Kukatailo. That'll be her second personal foul and team foul number 1 on Peddie. Quick substitution, Stacy Brown comes out. Replacing her is Nikki Semenitz. Scoring in the first half, Jessie Olszewski had 9 for East Brunswick. Celine Hagan led the way with 10. Megan O'Neill had 5. Stephanie Little with 2. Kelly Suchowicki with 2. Stacy Kohler with 2. Sue Firestone had 4. Here's Little with a 3 on the right wing. No good. Ball loose. Olszewski with it. Olszewski. Soft touch from the front of the rim, puts it in. Olszewski with 11. She leads all scorers. Lauren Kukatailo led the way for Peddie in the first half. She had 6 points. And this is Kukatailo with the basketball. Just a junior, averaging about 12 points a game. To a cutting Semenitz. Off balance, puts it in. Nikki Semenitz with 4. Peddie trails it by 17. Pull-up jumper by Firestone is good. Firestone now with 6. Also playing with 2 personal fouls is Sue Firestone. She, Jessie Olszewski, and Stacy Kohler all picked up 2 in the first half. Procaccini for Seminitz. Seminitz on the left wing working on Firestone. EBU with that tough man-to-man. Here's a double, but they get it off to Procaccini. Bounce pass baseline for Boucher. Off-balance side jump, won't fall. Rebound Little. 6:15 to go, third quarter. Firestone lost the handle. Turnover EB, and Peddie gets it back. 38-19. East Brunswick well in control, looking to improve to 5-1 on the season. The only setback, a loss in the Lady Buck tournament to Red Bank Catholic. And a 20-second timeout has been called. 6:10 to play here in the third quarter. East Brunswick leads Peddie by the score of 38-19. Players must stay on the floor when there's a 20-second timeout. Peddie with all kinds of problems with turnovers in the first half. The hands are not that sure. And again, they're a very young club. Only 2 seniors on this team. A lot of freshmen and sophomores. It's basically a JV club that's competing out there. You make the same argument for East Brunswick, which also only has 2 seniors. A lot of youngsters getting a lot of time. Little, Olszewski, Firestone, O'Neill, and Hagen on the floor for East Brunswick. Procaccini, Seminitz, Kukatailo, Boucher, and Sterling on the floor for Peddie. It's a 19-point lead for East Brunswick. Here's Seminitz on the drive in the paint. Left-handed shot, good. Seminitz with 6. Here's Olszewski to Firestone. O'Neill with 3. Megan O'Neill with her first 3 of the night. She has 8. And that is the second 3-pointer for East Brunswick this evening. Olszewski has the other. This is a balanced attack. You cannot focus on one East Brunswick player and expect to win the game. So many other players can pick it up. For example, Jessie Olszewski makes the steal, collects the bucket. She has 13. Another steal by Olszewski. One-on-one off the glass, no, but a reach-in foul will be called on Kukatailo. And for Kukatailo, that is 3. And head coach Sean Casey for Peddie quickly gets up Stacy Brown. Actually, Brown will come in for Seminitz. So he takes a gamble by leaving Kukatailo in there with 3 personals, and she's really the only person who can handle the basketball for Peddie. Olszewski's basket is good. She is now 3 for 3 at the line tonight. One more. Shot won't go. Loose ball battled for in the paint. And a whistle and a foul on Peddie. Lauren Boucher will pick it up. That's her second. Here's Dupe Kadri checking in. Lauren Boucher and Lauren Kukatailo check out of the game for Peddie. There's a 3 for Olszewski off the inbound, and it's good. Reggie Carney likes what he sees. Olszewski with 17 on the strength of her second 3-pointer of the game. And it's 47-21. Here's Seminitz on a 3-on-2 break for Kadri. Put it up, won't go. Rebound Seminitz. Little left-handed slide shot, no, and the rebound O'Neill. O'Neill on the break. Nice lead pass for Little. Catches up with it on the baseline. To a cutting Hagen. Good. Reggie Carney pumping the fist on the sideline. He likes what he sees. His team's getting up and down the floor very well. Hagen now with 12. Here's Seminitz under all kinds of man-to-man pressure. Seminitz at the point. Their main ball handler, Lauren Kukatailo, saddled with 3 personal fouls, is on the bench. Monique Sterling motions for help, gets it for Stacy Brown. Has her pocket picked. Players go to the floor, and now a reach and foul on Sue Firestone. Reggie Carney doesn't mind that too much. That's just good hustle. Unlucky break for Firestone, who picks up her 3rd personal. Olszewski comes out of the game, gets a high 5 from Reggie Carney for that 3-point shot off the inbound play. 4.5 to go, third quarter, 49-21. Another turnover by Peddie. It's trouble when their main point guard isn't in the game, especially against this man-to-man defense of East Brunswick. Here's Firestone off the glass and in. Nice cut by Firestone. She has 8. East Brunswick 51-21. This is Stacy Brown in the backcourt. Now for Nikki Semenitz. Semenitz nearly stolen by Stacy Kohler, who's in the game. Kohler knocked it out of bounds. Peddie gets it back. Kelly Suchowicki returns to the lineup, replacing Sue Firestone. Firestone also gets a high five from Reggie Carney and her teammates as she comes to the bench. And quickly, Sean Casey has seen enough for Peddie. He wants to put his main ball handler back in. So Stacy Brown comes out. Lauren Kukatilo returns. He's tired of watching the turnovers. Kukatilo in the backcourt for Kadri. Kukatilo gets it back. She'll run the point. Semenitz on the drive. Bounce pass inside. Knocked free. Procaccini able to get it, but the shot was blocked from behind. O'Neal cross court for Hagan. Put it on the floor. Back out for O'Neal. Wide open three. Kissed the front of the rim. Won't go for her. She doesn't miss many of those, especially when they're open. Here's Procaccini. Kukatilo gets it. Picked up by Suchowicki. Paint penetration. Last touch by Hagan. Back in the lineup for East Brunswick, Victoria Fisher and Morgan Baylog. And out of the game, Celine Hagan and Stephanie Little. They get high fives from Coach Carney. They've stepped up the pace here in the third quarter. There's a step out jumper by Monique Sterling. It goes. She had 6, her first 2 of the second half. Here's O'Neal to a cutting Baylog. Back out for O'Neal. Shot blocked. Victoria Fisher had to put back. On the break is Semenitz. Stripped by Suchowicki, but a reach-in foul. Suchowicki picking up her first personal. It's team foul number 2 on the Lady Bears here in the second half. And for the first time tonight, Kate Murray, number 14, in the lineup for Peddie. She replaces Megan Procaccini. At the free throw line is Nikki Semenitz. She has 6 points on the evening. First is good. Semenitz now with 7, but her club well behind. They trail by 27. Second one is good by Semenitz as well. She's got a good-looking free throw. Peddie has a team 5 for 7 at the free throw line. Peddie, full court pressure. East Brunswick breaks it. Here's Kohler, free throw line, won't go. Nice soft touch, but it rolled around and out. Sterling yanks away the rebound. Here's Peddie on the break. And Kate Murray turns it over the first time she handles it. Kelly Suchowicki getting mixed up. Gets a hand from the crowd for her diving effort. It'll be EB basketball. Megan O'Neal will trigger the inbound. 51-24. East Brunswick leads it with 2:35 to play here in the third quarter. O'Neal. Long three by Fisher, no good. Peddie on the break. Here comes Suchowicki with the steal from behind of Kate Murray. What hustle. Here's an O'Neal open three. It's good. Told you she doesn't miss that too often. Same spot as before. This time she corrected it. She has hit back-to-back three-pointers, has Megan O'Neal. She now has 11 points. Third player to reach double figures for East Brunswick. Olszewski with 17, Hagan with 12, and now O'Neal with 11. Kohler grabbed the rebound but fell to the floor and got tied up by Kate Murray. Possession arrow belongs to East Brunswick, and Victoria Fisher will trigger the inbound. Now last minute change. Baylog will handle it, get it in for O'Neal. Double teamed in the backcourt, one dribble on the floor. Tries to feed a Baylog, it was knocked out of bounds by Kate Murray. East Brunswick will get it back. Minute 52 to go, third quarter. East Brunswick by 30. Here's the press breaker. Suchowicki with it over the midcourt line. Feed for Fisher. Cross court for O'Neal. Boy, she loves that spot for a three. Steps in, feed in the paint. Here's Kohler, and she's fouled. Monique Sterling will pick up the foul. For Sterling, her second. Team foul number 5 on Peddie here in the second half. Jessie Olszewski getting set to check in, and she will replace Megan O'Neal. Gets a high five from Coach Carney and her teammates on the bench. At the free throw line, Stacy Kohler. Doesn't get much better for Kohler. Coming into this game, 8 for 8. 100% free throw shooter. Her first trip to the line tonight, she's 1 for 1. Make it 2 for 2. Can't tell me she hasn't spent time on the driveway or in the gym shooting those free throws. Kohler now with 4 points. East Brunswick 56-24. Baseball pass ahead, stolen. Olszewski got a piece of it. Now Peddie steals it back. Kukatailo on the drive. And a whistle and a foul against Victoria Fisher. For Fisher, it'll be her first. Sean Casey set to make another substitution for his Peddie team. Lauren Boucher returns to the lineup, and she will give Monique Sterling a spell. So at the free throw line goes Lauren Kukatailo, who has 6 points, all in the first half. Also 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Minute 25 to go, third quarter. Kukatailo's first is good. Also a very good looking free throw. Kukatailo now with 7, her first points of the second half. First foul on Victoria Fisher, mentioned before. It's also team foul number 3 on East Brunswick in the second half. Second free throw is good by Kukatailo. She has 8 points, 4 from the free throw line. Here's Olszewski with a good press breaking pass. Here's Suchowicki in a 2-on-1. Bounce pass is deflected. And a whistle and a foul as Suchowicki tried to get it back. Kelly picks up her second personal foul. Team foul number 4 on the Lady Bears. In the backcourt is Kukatailo for Peddie. Trying to rally her team, which is 30 points down. They're not looking to win this game, just looking to learn. Looking to work on some of the kinks. Turnovers have been a major problem here today for Peddie. One of the reasons is that unbelievably stifling and choking man-to-man defense played by East Brunswick. Here's Baylog. Morgan gets it in for Jesse Olszewski. Baylog. They feed ahead for Fisher. Now Olszewski. Back to Fisher. Open jumper on a nice screen from Kohler. It won't go. Kohler gets the rebound, puts it up, rolls around, no, but a whistle and a foul. And Kate Murray picks up her first personal for Peddie. Kohler goes to the free throw line where she is basically automatic. 3 for 3 at the line. She has 5 points on the evening. She's only a junior. Kohler with 6, 4 for 4 from the line. Shooting 100% from the free throw line on the season. There's some NBA players who ought to take note of that. Doing the basics. Here's Semenitz, shot blocked. Olszewski got a hand on it. Here's Kohler again. Boy, she's having a night. Possession arrow belongs to Peddie. In the game, Stephanie Little, Celine Hagan, and Sue Firestone for East Brunswick. Replacing Kelly Suchowicki, Morgan Baylog, and Victoria Fisher. Here's Kadri for Peddie. Holding up high is Murray. Now a 3 on the wing, no good by Kukatailo. Rebound for Hagan. Firestone in for Kohler, the turnaround. And it goes. I'll tell you what, when you shoot good free throws, the likelihood is very good that you'll have a shooter's touch when you're knocked off balance and shooting the ball. Kohler is showing that tonight. She has 8 points. Fantastic touch from the free throw line, and it seems to pay off when she shoots field goals as well. There's another turnover by Peddie. Firestone on the break. In a 3-on-2. Now a 3-on-3. Shot by Little at the end of the third quarter won't go. 3 in the books here at East Brunswick High School. East Brunswick blowing out Peddie by the score of 60-26. The lead is 34. What can you say if you're the head coach of East Brunswick leading by this much with 8 minutes to play? Let's find out.
All right, now, all right. Obviously no press. All right, we're just back in half court. Whatever they throw at you, let's say it's the press. Again, let's execute the press breaker. If it's a zone, all right, let's run shuffle. If it's man, all right, let's try white. No, better yet, let's try 55. Let's try 55. We haven't run it yet, right? So let's give it a try. Come on. Great game tonight. You're playing real well. Just keep it up, all right? Hustle. 1, 2, 3, hustle.
That's what you say when you're ahead by 34 points. You offer your players, hey, what kind of defense would you like to play? What kind of offense? You guys are playing well tonight. So the half-court defense is basically on now. They've called off the man-to-man. Reggie Carney has called off the dogs, so to speak, and I mean that nicely. 8 minutes to go. Gets set to start the fourth quarter. Sean Casey, the head coach at Peddie in his 5th season, a long lecture for his team to start the 4th. He knows the game is out of hand. Now it's just time to work on the basics and get set for the next game. His team will fall to 2-3 when all is said and done tonight. But he's got a really, really young club and a lot to build on. The JV game, by the way, East Brunswick also won that handily. Knocked off Peddie 58-38. Here's Firestone for O'Neill. Whips a pass to Olszewski, who whips it inside in turn to Hagen. Got in the hands of Little. Here's Olszewski. Firestone. Picked up by Kukatailo. It was thrown away, but last touch by Peddie. East Brunswick gets it back. And what Reggie Carney does not want to see here is his team overly complacent and getting sloppy. That will not set a good tone for practice tomorrow. Here's O'Neill with an open 3. It won't go. Procaccini double teamed in the backcourt, and she stepped out of bounds. Good pressure defense by East Brunswick. Another turnover by Peddie. O'Neill with the basketball. Put it on the floor against Boucher. Backs it off for Firestone. 7:25 to go, 3rd quarter. Here's Little for Olszewski. Jesse feeds for Firestone. Taking the air out of the ball a little bit. They can afford to be patient on offense, especially when you lead by 34. Little's jumper rolls around. No, got her own rebound, though. Had it partially blocked. Knocked out of bounds. Lauren Boucher couldn't quite get the handle on it for Peddie. East Brunswick gets it back. Firestone will do the honors for the inbound. In for O'Neill. Kick it out for an Olszewski 3. Good. Olszewski with her 3rd three-pointer of the evening. She has 20. Well above her season average of 14 a game. She can hit from just about anywhere on the floor. Pump it inside now for the turnaround by Sterling, and rolls in. Nice move by Monique Sterling. She has 8. Here's East Brunswick on the break. It's Little driving on Sterling, put it up and in. You cannot relax a second against this East Brunswick team. For Little, first points of the second half, she has 4 for the game with 6.5 to go. Kukatailo trying to spin away from Firestone. That shot was altered by Firestone's defense. Here's a feed ahead for Olszewski. Off the glass, no, but a whistle and a foul on Peddie. Kukatailo picks up the personal. That is 4 on Lauren. Best ball handler on this Peddie team can ill afford to leave the game, although it's pretty much out of hand now with 6:21 to go. Her club trailing 65-28. Nikki Semenitz will come back in. They swap junior for junior as Kukatailo takes a break. Olszewski at the free throw line, 88% free throw shooter. First is good. She's 4 for 5 on the evening so far. She'll shoot one more. 21 points for Olszewski. Make it 22. 5 for 6 at the line. This is Semenitz. In the corner for a Boucher jumper, air ball. Might have been partially tipped. Long feed ahead for O'Neill is tracked down by Boucher. Turnover East Brunswick. Semenitz at the point. Here's Sterling driving baseline, stepped out of bounds. That's good defense by Celine Hagen, who forced her out. Victoria Fisher returns to the lineup, as does Stacy Kohler. Kelly Suchewicki's back in, Morgan Baylog back in. Firestone, O'Neill, Hagen, and Olszewski to the bench. For Peddie, their chances of handling the ball a little better now, even though their backup point guard is handling it. They don't, not facing that pressure defense they faced early on in the game. The half-court D is in place for Reggie Carney. Jumper by Semenitz, no good. Kohler battling for the rebound, but loses out this time to Procaccini. Procaccini trying to twist away from Baylog. Up top for Semenitz with 5.5 to go. 67-28, blowout city here at East Brunswick High School. Pump it inside for the turnaround by Stacy Brown, no good. Put up by Boucher, this one goes. Boucher with her first 2 of the game. Kohler gets drilled from behind, and they call a foul on Peddie. Megan Procaccini will pick up the personal. That is her second. And it'll be a 1-1 for Stacy Kohler. Shooter's touch for Kohler. She has 9 points. If she makes this, she'll be the 4th player to reach double figures for the Lady Bears. Rolls around and out. 5 for 6 at the line is Kohler. I think that's her first miss of the season at the free throw line. She is just about automatic. Here's Brown with the wraparound for Boucher. Outside, near the right corner. Driving now, put it up and in. And a foul. Lauren Boucher breathing some life into Peddie on offense. Foul is going to go on Stacy Kohler. For Kohler, her 3rd personal and team foul number 5 on East Brunswick. To the free throw line for Lauren Boucher. The sophomore has got 4 points on the evening. She'll shoot 1 and try to polish off the old-fashioned 3-point play. It rims out. Stephanie Little for East Brunswick. Feed it in the corner for Suchowicki. Suchowicki out for a Baylog 3. It's way off. Knocked out of bounds by East Brunswick. Rather by Peddie. EB gets it back. 4:48 to go. 68-32. East Brunswick well in control. Suchowicki in for Baylog. Head fake. Here's a 3 by Little. No good. Kohler battling with Fisher for the rebound. It pops free, and Sterling rips away the rebound. Almost knocked out somebody's teeth with her flying elbows. Here's Stacy Brown for 3. Rims out. Suchowicki the rebound. Tried to feed it ahead, but had it knocked away by Boucher to a wide open Monique Sterling. Put it up and in. Sterling with 10. She's the first player in double figures for Peddie. Just a sophomore, getting about 12 points a game. Almost at her average with 4:15 to go in the ballgame. Here's Little for Baylog. Suchowicki, long 2, won't go. Kohler tracking down the rebound in a battle with Procaccini. Held ball, possession arrow belongs to Peddie. Hard to imagine that all but 2 of the East Brunswick players are back for next season. Boucher puts it on the floor, throws up a shot, won't go. Here's Baylog on the rebound for Fisher, who runs the point. 3:50 to go. It's all over but the shouting. Suchowicki. Pass inside for Kohler. Kohler's locked in a real battle with Monique Sterling. Watch those 2 in the paint. Sterling is 32 for Peddie. Suchowicki's shot won't go. Fisher's shot won't go. Sterling will get whistled for the foul, and she's not happy. She's really in a box-out battle with Stacy Kohler. They're fun to watch. Battling for every inch of that floor. As Sterling picks up the foul, that is 3 on Monique. Stacy Brown out of the game for Peddie. We get our first look tonight at number 21, who's Kara Decker, one of 2 seniors for Peddie. At the free throw line, Victoria Fisher, her first point of the night. Sinks free throw number 1. And sinks free throw number 2. It's just about bringing rain with the arc she puts on her free throw shot. 2 points for Fisher. East Brunswick 70, Peddie 34. Another Peddie turnover. Here's Baylog. Little stutter step and drains the long 2. She had just stepped inside the 3-point line, or it could have been a tray. This is Procaccini. Now for Semenitz. Semenitz driving baseline, runs into Suchowicki. Did a good job defensively. Rather make that Laureen Hendricks, who's in the game now for East Brunswick. Laureen Hendricks, just a sophomore. Plays soccer in the fall, basketball in the winter, volleyball in the spring. Victoria Fisher checks out of the game, and in for her will be Lara Eihart. Eihart, just a sophomore. Soccer player in the fall. foul was on Victoria Fisher. That is her second personal. She's out of the game. At the free throw line is Monique Sterling. First and second, both no good. Here's Suchowicki running the floor. Shot blocked out of bounds. Laura Eihart with a tough first touch in this game. Get her shot smacked out of bounds by number 14, Kate Murray. EB gets it back, 2:35 to play. Suchowicki looking for help off the inbound. Bodies crash to the floor. Stacy Kohler got tangled up again. She appears to be all right. Here's Seminitz running the point for Peddie. Suchowicki all over her. Nice feed down low to Boucher. Lost the handle on it. It's out of bounds. Turnover, Peddie. East Brunswick gets it back. Boucher with kind of an exasperated and frustrated look on her face. Team's got 2 minutes and 21 seconds to finish out this beating they're getting. Here's Kohler. Holds it high so nobody can get it. Good basics by Kohler. Really like watching her play. Lara Eihart running the point now. Nearly stripped. Picks up the dribble. Looking for help on a double team with Boucher. Almost throws it away, but Kohler scrapping on the floor comes up with it. Morgan Baylaw got clothesline, and they call an over and back. 2 minutes, 1 second to go. Rebound by Morgan Baylock. Rather, it's Vicky Fisher who's back in. Got another substitution. Kelly Suchowicki is coming back in. Let's set who's on the floor. Stacy Kohler takes a breather. What a fantastic game for Kohler. Finishes with 9 points, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. A lot of the things she did won't show up in the scorebook. On the floor for East Brunswick, Morgan Baylog, along with number 11, that's Lara Eihart. Laureen Hendricks also in. Here's a long three by Sterling, won't go, and here's a rebound by Hendricks. This is Victoria Fisher with the basketball. And rounding out the five is Kelly Suchowicki. There's a three by Eihart, it won't go. Rebound by Fisher, lost it out of bounds, and gonna say it was last touched by Peddie. EB will get it back. Eihart will do the honors in terms of triggering the inbounds pass. Minute 10 to go. This is Baylog for Eihart. Eihart for Suchowicki up top. Picked up there by Kara Decker. Eihart for Hendricks on the wing. For Baylog. Long two, won't go. Rebound Fisher, put it up and in. Nobody boxed her out. She made them pay. 4 points for Victoria Fisher, all in the second half. 40 seconds to go. 74-34, the lead is 40. It's been a clinic on defense tonight by East Brunswick. Here's Boucher. Dumps it inside to a cutting Kate Murray, who finishes for her first 2 points of the night. 25 seconds to go. Here's a feed for Baylog. Baylog to Suchowicki, driving. Short jumper by Hendricks, won't go. And a whistle and a foul called on Kelly Suchowicki. That is her third. 15 seconds to play. This is Kara Decker at the free throw line for Peddie. Rebound Sterling, put it up and in. Final 7 seconds. Here's Fisher. What will she do? Has a strip by Boucher. And the game is over. Boucher tried to get off the last minute shot but couldn't do it. Final score, East Brunswick wins it by the score of 74-38. Let's run down the scoring. Jessie Olszewski led East Brunswick with 22 points. Celine Hagan was the second player in double figures. She had 12. Megan O'Neill, a third player in double figures with 11. Stacy Kohler finished with 9 points. Sue Firestone finished with 8. Stephanie Little had 4. Victoria Fisher had 4. Morgan Baylog, Kelly Suchewicki, each with 2. For Peddie, they were led by Monique Sterling, who had 12 points, 8 of them in the second half. And after that, it was Lauren Kukatailo with 8, Nikki Semenitz off the bench with 8. Lauren Boucher had 4, Kate Murray with 2, Dupe Kadri with 2, Megan Procaccini with 1, Stacy Brown also had 2. Final score, East Brunswick wins it by the score of 74-38 over Peddie. The Lady Bears improved to 5-1 in the season. Peddie slips to 2-3. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Gordy Deal. See you next time.